like that. Hey, small group leaders. That's a close-up of Sarah. We are on location today doing small group questions and talking about it. Last week we did a class called Disney Theology, and pretty much we just talked about identity. And we defined identity as anything that sustains you and stays the same about you no matter where you go or your time period of life that you are in or the people around you. So some people look for identity outwardly, around affirmation of the people around them, the community around them. And then there's also people who look for it inwardly. They have to discover it. They have to create themselves. And we talked about how the gospel has a little bit different base of where we put our identity. We talked about how Paul has a different example of this. He says in 1 Corinthians, I care very deeply about what people think about me, but I care what God thinks about me most. And that is where he bases his identity off of. And that's what we kind of talked about in class. And this will give you an opportunity with your small group to base, how does God view his creation? How does he view his children, his son and his daughter? How does he view them? Where does he find his source of love for them? And Sarah's got some questions that will help move that deeper into it.
Yeah, so we got a couple questions. First of all, what are 3 words that somebody would use to describe you? The second would be, are you a person, like he describes, that looks inward to find their identity or looks outward? For me, it's definitely outward. Been a struggle for a really long time. And then third, we want you to spend some time in your groups talking about the way that God sees you and why that's important. So that's what we got for you this week.
See you, small group leaders.